Going into Belgium, overnight stay. We're at a rest stop. It's beautiful. We have made it into Belgium. Welcome. So now we've arriving to our hotel, which is located in Ghent, which is an hour away from the main city, Brussels. The drive from Paris was about 3 hours, not terrible at all. And we truly enjoyed the stay at this hotel. We had a really big corner room. Unfortunately, the view was not really there. However, the hotel had everything you really need. It had a sauna, a steam room, and a nice area for spa and spa treatments. However, it did not have a pool, but I do have more details on this hotel in my travel channel, which only focuses on travel, called Well Lived Escapes. So I encourage you to subscribe. I'll leave the link in the description. This is me getting myself ready for a nice soaking moment. I enjoyed the little afternoon and the spa area, but now it's time to relax before we head into town. Overall, I enjoyed this hotel room. The bed was not as great as it looks. It was too soft, but if you're a person that likes that, it will work fine. Wish we had a better view, but it was all good. Now, I am not familiar with Belgium too much, but I know it's a very small country and they speak French and they also have their own language. But I know there's definitely some staple items that you must have, given the Belgian waffles. Also, the Belgian fries. It seems like French fries in Belgium and France have a little competition. So here I am eating my Belgian waffles. I thought it was more of a savory thing where, in the US we have waffles with waffles. But for some reason, it was the option to put ice cream and all types of toppings over it. So it was just a lot of sweets for one night. And how can I forget Belgian chocolate? You gotta have chocolate. So there's a lot of spots downtown in the city center where you will find all this item. Now, when we came to Belgium, as stated, it was just let's go somewhere to see something. So we came unaware that it was beer fest, and let me tell you, the city definitely smelled like a pint of beer. Everybody was drinking, everybody was walking around. So for me, it was just a time to just see what's happening. It was very lively. The buildings were beautiful. Oh my gosh. So you can imagine the buildings look like you were walking through an episode of Harry Potter. And they were so tall, they were so big. It was really nice to see. And that's why I enjoyed just walking around the city, just seeing the mix of people, just having a good time, drinking, and everything was in the outskirts. So there was no cars where the area I'm standing right now. Everybody was just walking everywhere. I enjoyed seeing what I saw, but I really did not have any plans to do any activities because we did not research early enough. But I know I was just coming for the buildings and for Belgian waffles. I'm going to get the buffet breakfast. It's just easier. I just want to sit down and have a nice cup of coffee, some fresh juice, and bacon. Hopefully they have bacon. Because I know in Paris, food may be a little cheaper. It's just better to get it while I'm here. Belgium seems to be a pretty expensive city. Not as bad as Switzerland, but definitely more expensive than France. The room was really nice, and the restaurants, they had several restaurants on site. They were fairly expensive. So for a breakfast buffet, I paid close to 30 something euros. But it was pretty good. They had an array of things. I actually was able to find bacon, and the orange juice, literally, it was, you're squeezing an orange. It can't get any pure organic than that. Also, keep in mind that they speak French in Belgium, but they also have their own language. So you could see the writing was very harsh. Harsh for me to read, but otherwise, the people were fairly friendly, very stern, very straightforward and to the point. So don't expect amazing customer service, similar to France.
That's a bridge. Because we gotta go.
You pay to pee. There's a machine. You pay to pee. Because, yeah, you pay to pee. Now, in case you don't know, there's a lot of cities in Europe that you do have to pay to use the restroom. But I found this one very interesting because you could not even get in without €1. I saw a guy who was in the parking lot on our drive back, and he was peeing outside, and I was like, ew. But I guess he didn't have that €1. Now we're heading back to France, and we stopped and did a quick drive to the city Lille, which is the northern part, and very common area. They tend to have these French fries, which compete with the French fries in Belgium. So it was nice to see what it's like. Nothing crazy, but it was just a nice spot to make a quick detour. Thank you for watching. I hope that this was very helpful. I do have a travel focused channel only. Now that I am a travel advisor, I want to share more insight and details about my stays and places to go. So one day it can inspire you. So be sure to subscribe and click notifications so you see where I am going next. This was one of those overnight trips you make and you have no idea why you went, but it was nice just to go somewhere else and to know that you're 3 hours away from another country. And that is the beauty of being in Europe. We ate, we got the Belgian waffles, which is what we came for, and we enjoyed our time. So that's the way you have to live life.